The WTA Road to Singapore brings us to Cincinnati this week, with big points on offer at the Western and Southern Open. Having hosted tennis tournaments since 1899, it's the United States' oldest professional tennis event still being played in its original host city. A women's draw became part of that history in 2004, and another stacked field in Ohio showed just why it's become one of the biggest stops on tour. One of those hoping to spark some form at the Lindner Family Tennis Center is world number 3 Garbiñe Muguruza, who's yet to make it past the second round at a WTA event since Rome back in May.
Well, in Cincinnati it's always very humid. I'm trying to adapt as soon as possible. I had in mind already coming here that the first couple of days are tough because you're sweating and it's hard to breathe. But I like warm weather, and I'm getting ready for my first match.
Simona Halep has fond memories here, having finished runner-up to Serena Williams last year. And coming in off the back of wins in Montreal and her native Bucharest, a repeat of her final run looks very much on the cards.
The club is really nice, many people are coming to watch us. It's a nice atmosphere, and I always played a good tennis here. Even 2 years ago I lost against Sharapova in the quarters. So everything went well for me in this tournament, and I hope this year is going to be the same.
Halep won't have to worry about another showdown with Serena this year, after the world number 1 withdrew from the tournament with inflammation to his shoulder. Williams had accepted a wild card to defend her title after playing at the Olympics in Rio, but ruled herself out after practicing on day 1. A former world number 1 was the star attraction in Cincy on Monday when Ivanovic took on Vekic. But she was being outshone by the 20-year-old qualifier ranked 96 places below her. Vekic had come to Cincinnati on an 8-match losing streak, but made light work of the former finalist to take the opening set 6-4.
She's overhit it, and Vekic finally able to close out the opening set.
A break to start the second set saw that trend continue. The Croatian in inspired form, with a double break putting her on the edge of an unlikely victory.
And such good anticipation from Vekic. She did a great job of just putting the return back into play.
A 21st winner of the match completing the upset in just over an hour. Just one world ranking place put Errani ahead of Vandeweghe at the start of their first round matchup, and it looked an even affair with both players struggling to hold serve.
Halep do go on to that very nicely indeed.
It was eventually Errani who claimed the decisive break to take the first set.
Game and first set,
Errani won the pair's only previous encounter 4 years ago at Wimbledon, but the form book heavily favoured Coco, with the American enjoying a strong grass court season, including his second career title.
Oh, she did a wonderful job there, opening up the court, beautifully timed backhand pass.
She'd go on to level the match, and had certainly found her touch by the third set.
Well played. Just stunned the pace of that with the volley.
Then her power game came to the fore to seal the victory, and for the second year running, Vandeweghe finds herself in the second round in Cincinnati. Anna Karolina Schmiedlova impressed in her first appearance in Cincinnati last year, making it all the way to the quarter-finals. She'd be up against one of this year's debutantes, 19-year-old Jelena Ostapenko. It was Schmiedlova, just 21 herself, who made a flying start, with a little help from her opponent. The Latvian would find herself 4-1 down in the second, but this time found a response.
That is superb again from Ostapenko, such quick hands.
A finalist in Doha earlier this year, she showed that pedigree to force a decider. Another tight set ensued.
Oh, that's just far too good from Ostapenko.
And another tie-break was needed to separate the pair. And again it was Ostapenko keeping her cool to complete the comeback. A tough second round match against Karolina Pliskova up next.
Well, that is an extraordinary win for Jelena Ostapenko. down and out in the second set, had to save match points.
Also to look forward to on day 2 of the Western and Southern Open. Muguruza begins her challenge in the second round against Coco Vandeweghe, and more of the top seeds find out who they'll have to get past in their opening matches as the first round concludes.